Hi everyone, today we're going to take a look at bubbles 7 and 8. So let's go down to our assignment, and it is going to be in lesson 13. And in these lessons, we're taking a look at if statements and how it can move around with our mouse. So for bubble 7, one of the simplest ways to take an input is just to make the sprite, in this case the bee, follow the user's mouse. We're going to use world.mousex and world.mousey. And they want us to take the bee image that's already loaded, create a bee sprite that draws the center, or that draws in the center of the window. We're going to use the X positions for world.mousex, and the Y position of our sprite to be the value of world.mousey. And then we will run this. So first things first, they'd like us to create a variable called B. So I'm going to grab a variable. I'm going to create this. I'm going to put above my draw, just like before. We're going to call it B. I want to create the sprite, so just like normal. Oops. My fault, guys. Let's get rid of that, and might as well go right to that one. Cut B. Create the sprite at 200 to 1. Sure. We're going to then set the animation for B. I'm going to make this bigger. We're going to set it to the sprite called B. And then we're going to draw. And a few things we're going to do. We're going to draw our background. So I'm going to make a comment so you guys can see what we're doing. This is going to be our background. And I'm going to grab my background. I'm going to make it blue. Okay. Make that sky blue because it looks like that's what color it is. I am now going to make my bee follow my mouse. So I need to go to variables, and I need to grab x equals, and I'm going to find my b.x. So I'm going to put that in that first bubble. b.x, and that is going to equal to the mouse x, world mouse x, and that's going to go in that second bubble. Then I'm going to do the same thing for y. And world y, mouse y. Okay, and then all I need to do is draw the sprite. So don't forget that, that's huge. A lot of people seem to be forgetting the draw sprite, the yellow draw sprite, but you need that in order for it to draw wherever the mouse and the mouse X and the mouse Y are. Okay, run, and there you go. Perfect. Now let's hit finish, and let's go to bubble 8. And here they want randomness around the point or around the mouse. So what we're going to do is we are going to still use mouse X and mouse Y. And there's several ways you can do this, but I'm going to give you an example. We still need the variable B, and we need to set the animation. We need to now, instead of, move this up, instead of world.mouse X, we want to make it random. So I'm going to get rid of this yellow. Get rid of these right now. And I'm still going to keep b.x and b.y because that we definitely need. But we are going to make the location a little bit random for mouse.x and mouse.y. So guess what? I need random number. So I'm going to drag this over, and I need another random for the y value. So with this, again, remember the first number is the lowest and the second number is the highest. So if I kept it like this, my b.x would be a random number between 1 and 10, and my b.y, where my b is located up and down, would be a random number between 1 and 10. But we want it to kind of be random with our mouse. So we got to bring back and go back to the world. We are going to do mouse.x and mouse.y. But I also want it within a 50 pixel range. So we need some math. And I'm going to take wherever my mouse is and subtract 50. So I need my mouse.x minus 50. And I need plus, because I want it to be between negative 50 and positive 50. So I need mouse.x plus 50. And I'm going to do the same thing for y. So I need math. I'm going to go to minus, except now it's going to be world mouse.y minus 50, and world mouse, oops, sorry, I need the math. And it's going to be plus, and it's going to be world y. Make sure these are x and these are y's, and we're doing 50. And we're going to draw the sprite. Let's see what happens. Wow, nice and random, meaning it's fluttering around my mouse. I can change the frame rate if I want. So you can go to variables and we can change our frame rate. And do that above the draw. And I'm going to grab world frame rate. And I can say it's 15. If I run this again or reset and run, it's a little bit slower if I want it to be. You don't need to have a frame rate, but you can if you'd like. Okay, so that's bubble 7 and 8.